Hello and welcome back to Teaching with Kaya. Thank you so much if you are a current subscriber for coming back and watching this video. If you are new to my channel, I want to say welcome. My name is Kaya. I am an online ESL teacher, and on this channel I help the non-teacher start their career with the online ESL teaching world. So if that's something that you are interested in, then please keep watching. Okay, so today's video, I am going to be sharing some information with you about one of my favorite companies. Let me see if you can guess it. Do you watch my channel? Then you should know. What is my favorite ESL company? You said it. Education First. So on this channel, I talk a lot about Education First because that is my favorite company. Why is it my favorite? Well, I have the most bookings there and I earn a pretty decent and consistent income. So they are my current favorite company. So Education First, I figure since I talk a lot about that company on my channel, I wanted to come and share with you one of the major changes that was just announced like last week. So before we get into what the actual changes are, I'm going to tell you who this change affects. So you hear me say it on almost every video. When you are an online ESL teacher, number one, you are an independent contractor. That means that you have contracts with different companies, and the company can decide at any point, at any time, to change the rules, expectations, and pay along with anything else they see fit. So that is the number one reason why I always recommend having multiple contracts active at the same time. That gives you some flexibility. One company may decide all of a sudden they are cutting hours. What happens if they cut hours? That means your income is also going to get cut if you don't have another company as a backup or a filler or whatever you want to call it. So if you are new to my channel, I currently have contracts with 5 different companies. I was able to get hired with 4 of them in less than my first 40 days as an online ESL teacher. So if you want more information on the companies that I teach for, you can check the description box. If you're interested in applying, please click the link and email me so that I can help you. So now, back to Education First. They have changed the way that their pay structure is. So who does this affect? Well, eventually it's going to affect all teachers, but for right now, this affects anyone who signs a new contract after March 31st, 2021. So as of right now, I am recording this video. Today is Monday, March 29th. So in 2 days, if you sign your contract after March 31st, then you are starting off with this brand new pay structure. If you are a current teacher at Education First, like myself, then this change does not affect you until you sign your next contract. Now, if you are someone who just went through the hiring process, you just got hired, you just signed your contract. So if you just signed your contract and it is before March 31st, then you are starting off on the current pay scale. So I'm going to share with you, first of all, what the current pay scale or pay structure, however you want to say it, the current way that we get paid as teachers at Education First, okay? So I wrote it down. I don't expect you to read my chicken scratch, so I'm going to read off of this and tell you. Now, these changes take effect on April 1st for the new pay structure, but up until then, this is currently how teachers get paid with Education First, okay? So first thing is base pay. What is the base pay? This is your base rate without any additional incentives added, okay? So Education First, every teacher is offered $6.60 per class, $6.60 per class, or $13.20 per hour. That is the current base pay. Okay, then we are going to talk about all of the incentives. The next or the first bonus or incentive is during their surge hours, or other companies refer to these as peak times. So if you teach during certain times of the day, then you will earn this bonus. Okay, so the peak time bonus per hour is $2.80 added on to your base pay, or it is $1.40 per class is what it breaks down to. So the peak hours for Education First, we are currently in daylight saving time, and this is in the Eastern time zone because that's what I'm in. And this is also the time when you open your schedule. This is the time that Education First refers to in all the material. So you would have to change it to whatever your time zone is. So Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time are peak hours. On Friday and Saturday evenings, peak times are 9 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. So if you teach classes, all of your classes during those times, you get the peak bonus. Okay? Next bonus is called the student service fee, and this is $2 per hour or $1 per class. So this bonus is if you do not have any cancellations within 24 hours. So with Education First, one thing that you are allowed to do as a teacher is you can sub out your classes. So if you find that something comes up or you have to make an appointment at a certain time for any reason, all you have to do is go to your schedule, you click on the class that you are not able to teach, and you can click sub out, and that goes to, it's basically a class up for grabs for any Education First teacher. So I think that's a really, really good benefit in terms of being able to sub out classes, and it's very flexible. So as long as you don't sub out any classes, or you don't cancel, or you don't have any any issues on the teacher's end, so no shows, no IT issues, no cancellations, and you don't sub out within 24 hours, then you can get this bonus. And again, that's an additional $2 per hour or $1 per class. The next bonus is called the 45. This is basically what it sounds like. If you teach at least 45 classes per month, you get an additional $2 per hour or $1 per class. So for example, easy math, if you teach 45 classes per month, then you would get the additional $1 per class. Okay, so the next bonus is the milestone fee. Now this is it's kind of weird. When I first started Education First, I'm like, why do they refer to what you can earn as a fee? But hey, that's what they call it. This is the milestone fee or milestone bonus. Okay, so it has a whole chart where basically you get bonuses once you hit a certain milestone or a certain number of classes that you've taught with Education First. So the very first bonus that you can earn is $100 once you have taught 200 classes. I have already earned this bonus for the month of, I received this bonus on my February paycheck for teaching 200 classes. The next milestone bonus that you can get is $200 once you have taught 400 classes. Pretty good, right? The third option that you can reach is you earn $500 once you have taught 1,000 classes. And then you can earn $1,000 once you have taught 2,000 classes. Now this is all of your classes combined. You keep an ongoing tally every month, and so once you hit each milestone, this is the bonus that you can earn. So this is the current soon to be old pay structure for Education First. With Education First, all of these bonuses along with the base pay add up to $20 per hour. So you can earn up to $10 per class or up to $20 per hour with Education First, which I think is pretty decent. Okay, so now let's get to the change. This again is taking place on April 1st, which is just in a couple days. This is their new pay structure. So if you remember, I told you that all teachers earn a base pay of $6.60 per class or $13.20 per hour. That stays the same. You still get the same base pay. One thing that has changed, it's still up to $20 per hour, but they moved around the money in terms of how it's earned. So the first bonus was for peak times, teaching those peak time slots, which again are currently Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or Friday and Saturday evenings from 9 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So any classes taught within those hours are considered peak times, and you earn an additional $1.50 per hour or 75 cents per class. It used to be $2.80 per hour or $1.40 per class. The next bonus is the student service fee, and again, this fee is if you don't have any cancellations or you don't sub out classes within 24 hours, so that goes together. No cancellations within 24 hours and you don't sub out any classes within 24 hours. You don't have any teacher no-shows, you don't have any IT issues. Basically, you show up when you're supposed to and you teach your classes without any problems or interruptions. So this fee is increased to $3 per hour or $1.50 per class. It used to be $2 per hour or $1 per class. Now this is basically the major change, because think about it. If for any reason, for example, we've been having a lot of like crazy weather, like storms in Alabama and Texas, and even the state I live in, North Carolina. Things happen even when there's not a storm. The power can go out. What if that happens during a class? Well, if it happens during just one class for the entire month, you lose out on this bonus. That can really add up quickly. Just think about it. If you teach a lot of classes, or even if you don't, if you miss this bonus, you're going to feel it in your paycheck. So this is the one that they decided to increase. So if there are teachers who have IT issues or any kind of issues, things happen, emergencies happen. It only takes one class and you miss out on this for the whole month because it resets every month. So that is a major change. And then if you remember on the other or soon to be old pay structure, this bonus was called the 45. If you teach 45 classes or more, then you can earn $1 per class. Well, now they have increased that. It's called the 60. You guessed it. You have to teach now at least 60 classes per month to get this bonus. I always hit this, even the 45. I don't have a problem. I don't foresee a problem hitting the 60 because I teach a lot of classes. If you watched I think it was my last video where I talk about, no, I think it was 2 videos ago, but I talk about how to set income goals, and I share with you what my current goal is for March. If you missed that video, please go back and watch it. It's very helpful, and I put that out before this new pay structure was even announced. And it works perfectly with this because of the way that I shared how I set income goals. So the way that I set income goals, this change does not affect that. I can still set goals the same way, which is a good thing. So yes, you have to teach 60 classes per month to get this bonus, and it used to be $2 per hour or $1 per class. Now it is $2.30 per hour or $1.15 per class. So the main change with this, the 60, is number one, they want teachers to teach a lot of classes. I mean, let's be honest. The same thing happened with VIPKID. Now, VIPKID's payment structure, at least for me, is not as good as this, which is why I don't teach very much with VIPKID anymore. I still have my contract with them, and I still teach classes here and there, but I'm not consistent on that platform because the pay structure is so low. So Education First, they have upped the ante. They want you to teach more classes, and you will get this bonus. The next thing, I think this is probably my least favorite change because I was looking forward to this. I really thought this was so cool that Education First offered its teachers milestone bonuses. I had never heard of it or seen it put into this type of bonus before with any of my other companies. So I thought, wow, this is great. And especially since I've already earned the first one, $100 for teaching 200 classes. The next bonus that I will earn no problem is $200 for teaching 400 classes. However, dun, 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 guess what? No milestone bonus if you sign your contract after March 31st, 2021. So all of us, when my contract runs out, which I think is in June, once I sign my new contract, I will no longer be able to get the milestone bonus because it's no longer offered. Yeah, that's a total bummer. I don't like that change. So what that means for me, at least, is I definitely will never reach this 2,000 mark. It's impossible because I only have until June. If I make this, it's a miracle and a stretch. Probably both. That means that I have to reach 1,000 classes taught from now until the end of my contract, which is like mid-June, I think, either the beginning or middle of June. If that happens, yeah, I doubt it. So they have done away with the milestone bonus. Yeah, now what do I think about the new pay structure? Is it enough for me to say, you know what, no longer, no, this is not going to work. I'm not going to teach with Education First anymore. No. This is not going to stop me from finishing out my contract and hopefully signing another because one, I do like teaching on Education First because it is very easy to teach. Their lessons are easy. I have pretty much no prep. They don't require secondary rewards. You just kind of basically show up, you stay consistent, you teach your classes, and you teach them. They give you leeway to decide on how you teach the lesson. So it's not like verbatim, you have to finish this slide or you have to say exactly what it says. No, they give you the freedom to actually teach and they leave you alone for the most part. So yes, they have moved around the funds, but you can still earn up to $20 per hour. They said this was based off of teacher and parent feedback. These changes, I don't know any teachers that said they wanted these changes, especially to do away with the milestone bonus. I know for a fact teachers were asking for more bonuses. They wanted something beyond the $1,000 bonus for those who have been with Education First for a while. So I don't know what teachers they're referring to, but I think it was a company feedback and maybe parent feedback if they felt like, you know, the teachers that they picked were not consistent. I don't know. But that is the new payment structure for Education First. Again, it takes effect on April 1st, which is in 2 days. So if you are a new teacher or if you know someone who just started with Education First, let them know. Please share this video with them. If you are someone who you've been thinking about Education First, or you've been watching my videos and you maybe have been thinking about applying, do I still recommend this company? Yes, I absolutely do. You still have great earning potential with them. And if you are interested in teaching with Education First, be sure to check the description box. I have my link there. Please click that to apply, and then reach out to me at teachingwithkaya@gmail.com. I'll be more than happy to help you through the process to get hired. Again, please be sure to like the video if it was helpful. If you know someone who would benefit from this information, please share it with them. Be sure to subscribe and become a member of the family, and also leave a comment down below. Let me know, what do you think about these changes? Were you thinking about Education First? Does this change your mind? Are you still interested? Let me know what you think about the new changes. Once again, another reminder, be sure to not have all of your hope and trust in one company, because we are independent contractors. Anything can change at any time. Nothing is guaranteed, not even bookings. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.